Welcome to the land of ice and fire. Iceland is a breathtaking paradise teeming with mountains, active volcanoes, majestic glaciers, winding rivers, ice caves, and so much more. Over the next week, we'll be going on a journey through this incredible landscape, uncovering the very best that Iceland has to offer. Hey guys, what's up? So today, it's our first day in Iceland. We're starting off slow and easy because we just landed. And we're here at a local restaurant that a local told us we needed to try. And of course we get here, and on the menu is literally puffin and whale and horse, and now I'm sad. I'm all for trying things, but I love puffins. I don't think I'll try it, but if you're here, you should probably try it and then tag me and tell me how it tastes, because I'm not that adventurous. But yeah, let's see if these traditional Icelandic foods are good. We are up to something super exciting this morning. We are here to have a helicopter tour, but this isn't just any helicopter tour. This is an extremely special helicopter tour over a volcanic field and mountain, but it gets even better. The volcano is literally due to erupt any second now. We just came into the office for the helicopter. They're monitoring the volcanic activity right now because it is so crazy. In the last 4 hours alone, there's been 20 earthquakes around the volcanic mountain. So it is so ready to erupt, and they're saying that the levels of whatever it is that they're measuring, I don't know if it's gas or seismic activity, is the highest it's ever been. This is really cool. All right, here we go. Fingers crossed. We see an eruption. This helicopter ride is unlike anything I've ever experienced. Flying over the fresh volcanic landscape, you can see the Earth's raw power up close. Newly formed ridges, vast craters, and even wisps of smoke rising from the ground where molten lava is still churning just below the surface. And the most fascinating part, observing the lava flow's path as it just missed a nearby town. Iceland is an ever-changing landscape. Someone very special is joining us on this Iceland trip today. My sister, Bridget! She got a 4.0, so this is her gift. She's gonna go around Iceland with me, and we're gonna have fun. But we're gonna get our little road trip started, and we're gonna go to one of our first sightseeings called, what is it called? I forgot, what is it called? Gundurvurvin something. I'll explain it a little bit. I need to do some research on that first. I'll come back to you. I think so far the experience of driving through Iceland, it's been so moody because as we drive for 10 minutes, you get like these beautiful mossy green fields with water, and then like the next 10 minutes you get islands, and then the next 10 minutes starts to look like literal Mars, and then after that it starts to just look like complete black volcanic forms. It's insane. Oh my god, guys. I mean, we literally just started driving outside of Reykjavik city. I already had to stop because the landscape is just insane. Like, it looks like volcano overgrown with moss, these beautiful colors, and I'm just like mind blown at just the beauty of it. It's kind of rainy. There's so many mixed feelings here. It's such a cool terrain and landscape. I'm excited to keep exploring. Go to bed! Woo! Hey guys, Gunuved, great stop. I will say though, I don't know why it smells like rotten eggs in this area. So I advise with caution. You will also leave getting wet and stinky like rotten eggs. So maybe wear a hat and a nice jacket because raindrops will start to form on you. Let's go to the next place. Welcome to Hallgrímskirkja. So the church behind me is one of Reykjavik's biggest gems, as you can see. It's huge, but it's really cool because the formation of the church was based on some of Iceland's natural nature formations that you can actually see in some parts of Iceland, which we'll be taking you to very soon. I've heard from lots of TikToks and locals that this little hot dog stand right here is one of the best hot dogs you can have, and it's special Icelandic hot dog because it's like a mix of Icelandic meat, I guess, but I heard it's a must if you come to Iceland, so we're gonna try the hot dog.
Does it remind you of Kevin?
It does. My little Kevin. Great, here we go. I love it. Today is a fun adventure. We are on our way to the very famous Blue Lagoon, but we just stopped on the side of the road again because we are seeing fresh, new hardened lava rock. So cool, like the different texture that it has because it's fresh. You can see that everything was kind of like flowing and moving, and then it's like slowly hardening at the top because of the wind and the air and maybe the cold rain. But anyways, super cool to be seeing this in real life. The Blue Lagoon! And this is the perfect day for it because you're going to be submerged in warm water. But you know what? I used to see Iceland videos all over social media on the wind. It's like no joke. It like pushes you. We've just checked into our hotel, the Silica Hotel.
So we are located in the seismic activity area, so we are expecting for a volcanic eruption at any moment. It could happen somewhere in the area, but in case if it's going to happen, we need to evacuate. It's going to be an alarm. Meteor point is going to be right here.
It's so crazy getting to be by volcanic lava rocks with moss and having all this smoke and this moodiness. Such a cool experience.
I think we probably picked the worst day of the year to come.
Yeah.
And that's not at all the Blue Lagoon's like fault. That's out of their control.
Yeah, of course.
But I still enjoyed it.
It was really fun, honestly. We took, I think, like what, 2 to 3 hours just relaxing. Even though the wind was kind of sputtering rain in our faces, we were already wet and it was really warm. And it was so fun to be able to put like 3 different face masks on your skin, kind of like walk around and enjoy it, and then go to the sauna. We had so much fun.
I would say Sky is more intimate. There's more lagoons, more little areas to get away from the crowds, to have your little areas of silence when you're hanging out with your loved one. But it doesn't have the blue water.
Yeah.
So
it is really cool to see blue water against black volcano rock. That is cool.
This is called lava. Lava is basically, as it sounds, it's like having a restaurant inside of a volcano, and food has arrived in front of the most iconic view.
Look at this butter.
Yeah.
I love me some whipped butter. Oh my gosh. Good morning, everybody. Today, we're gonna have a fun day. We're on our way to make some geothermal bread, which means it's made the Viking way. Vikings used to come here and put their bread underground for 24 hours, and the volcanic heat would bake the bread, and then you'd have this delicious tasting Viking bread. Okay, here we go, moment of truth. It is so soft, and it smells so good. It tastes so sweet. You can tell that it's been caramelizing under the ground for 24 hours. It is so perfectly soft and moist. So we just stopped, of course, again, because we couldn't resist to take a really cool drone shot. I have to say, it is so beautiful. Right now we're parked over this like lagoon.
It's a lake.
It's a lake? Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
It looks like a lagoon to me. This is Chris. This
Hello.
is our tour guide. And can you tell us what we'll be doing today?
You'll be snorkeling.
Snorkeling, yes.
In very warm water.
Okay.
Yeah, 37 Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's
Very
so
good.
warm.
It's not frozen.
Okay, great. I am ready to go. I look like a penguin, which is exactly what I should be looking like.
Oh, please.
I can't believe this.
All part of your experience. This is so fun. She's born again. Yeah, just
That was not pleasant at all.
Yes. Put it on top. Ooh.
No.
Good. You look like a discount superhero.
Let's go. All right, are you ready to swim in some glacier water? This is my first time. This is pretty exciting.
I literally don't think I could be more ready.
Yeah, I know, literally. It's so cold! We are here at a spa, which is one of the best things that you can do here in Iceland. It's just indulge and take the time off to relax in one of the thermal baths. So let's go get our spa on.
Where are you going? I'm coming with you.
Wow, honestly, we've had the longest day and this is the perfect ending to it. Or even, I'd say this is like the cherry on top.
Oui.
Oui. So we came to a nearby cafe that has amazing reviews that is traditional Icelandic food. And if you didn't know, Icelandic food is really well known for its lamb. So that's exactly what we ordered today from a very popular cafe called Loki Cafe. And it's really cool because the view that you get out your window while you're eating your lamb is that. So good vibes. It's beautiful. So far, how does it taste? Really good?
Very good.
That lamb, so tender and soft and juicy and so many flavors. Amazing. Here we go. Icelandic homemade ice cream right over here. This place is really popular. I think I know why, because it tastes really good. I got pomegranate and chocolate. I've never had pomegranate ice cream before. Good morning, guys. We woke up, it's a brand new fresh day, and today we are doing something called the Golden Circle. So you guys, the geyser is just about a short 3-minute walk from the parking lot, and it can get busy. Today's Monday morning, and I thought, you know, maybe the attraction would be a little less busy on a weekday. I'm wrong. Also, it is a holiday here, but there's so many people, but that doesn't stop you from having a good experience. I mean, the geyser is so big. It's such a magical experience getting to see Mother Nature just boom, hit out of the earth and just spray everybody. It's definitely a really fun thing. I love it. Make sure to definitely stop here on your road trip. And it goes off about every 3. Oh, there it is! Oh my gosh! Yep, that was a big one. She's a big one. Got soaked by the geyser. Was that hot water?
No, it was cold, but I'm like gonna smell like salt.
We were literally standing in the designated standing zone, and then the geyser shot up so high, and then everything happened in slow motion. It went up so high, and I was like, wait, the water's coming all the way here. And I was like, I have just enough time to run and get away, so I ran. But I don't know why he didn't run, and now he's wet.
I was recording you running.
And, well, I'm glad, thank you.
I'm fine.
He's soaked though. So FYI, if you come to the geyser, even though there's a designated standing area, you might get wet.
Be prepared to run.
Mother Nature is so big. Pro tip, maybe wear something waterproof because that is the spray zone. And some people don't know that like we did when we were standing there. Yeah, pro tip. As you can see, we got trapped in the land of the gift shop here. If you're gonna go around the Golden Circle, be prepared because it is one of the more touristy things to do. Although very beautiful, I do recommend it. But we're only on our first stop, so let's keep going. We made it all the way to the top of the Gullfoss waterfall, and wow, it is so loud. This waterfall must throw gallons and gallons. What? No, yeah, you can't even count it with gallons. Down the waterfall. And it is so beautiful. I think the sun is making an appearance. This is definitely one of the more, if not most popular spots to come visit here when you are in Iceland, and you can see that. All around me there's a bunch of tourists. We've seen more tourists in this area than all of Iceland so far. It's worth it though, as you can see behind me. It's beautiful! I just found out why this Gullfoss waterfall is technically called the Golden Waterfall. And there's 3 reasons why. Reason number 1 is because it becomes golden during sunset hour, where the water is just sheer with golden light from sunset. The second reason is because right now, as the sun is out, it hits the waterfall and there's like a rainbow. And the third reason, I think, is my favorite to believe why it's called the Golden Waterfall, and that is because there's a Viking way back in the day who decided to throw all of his treasure that he amassed during his lifetime into the waterfall because he didn't want anyone to enjoy it after his death. I think that's why it's called Golden Waterfall. And welcome to Carrot Crater, another stop on the Golden Circle. And this is a volcanic crater that is super popular because of its very vibrant blue and red and green colors that you see all around me. It is about 6,500 years old, and it's known for having its caldera visually still very recognizable and intact. And it's just a really beautiful crater. I like this. Welcome to our bubble. This is where we stayed last night. Now we're waking up to a bunch of trees and a beautiful view of the hills and mountains. Look, that's just my view. This is what I had last night. And there was like a little bit of sun in the distance. Really cool. I just feel like we're really camping out here, but glamping. We were literally driving on the side of the road, and then we see this, and now we're like, we have to stop. This is why I advise you guys to take like an extra week of free time in your itinerary, because you're just gonna keep stopping everywhere for drone shots, photos, to admire, to eat, to relax. Just listen to me and take that extra week. Next location is a place called Reykjavik. Let me just show you, okay? Let's go. Look at those columns. Fun fact, these columns behind me are the exact columns that inspired the church that we saw in Reykjavik. So this is where the design came from.
We're about to have one of the best horse riding experiences you can ever imagine. Mr. Iceland is originally from Iceland and is a descendant of a Viking. So this is a really cool experience to have with a local who brings a rich history and deep connection to the land.
The Icelandic horse is considered to be one of the 2 oldest horse breeds in the world. You have the Mongolian horse being one of them, and then you have the Icelandic horse being the other. What is unique about this horse, that this is the only horse in the world that has 5 gaits. Most other horses have 3 gaits, the walk, the trot and the canter, but the Icelandic horse has in addition to that the tolt and then the pace, the flying pace, making it a very agile horse, obviously. If you think about it, I mean, we have 2 legs, 3 gaits. They have 4 legs and 5 gaits.
I think one of the biggest things that I've just learned here from Mr. Iceland is you are the leader, and it's all about your energy. And horses are very, very sensitive beings, and they match your energy. So it's really all about focusing on you, because the horse wants a leader.
This is Eyjólfur.
Eyjólfur.
Very sensitive, super gentle horse. Fantastic gait. So this is going to be your horse today.
Great!
Okay.
Eyjólfur.
Eyjólfur.
You guys have matching hair.
Yeah. Eyjólfur. Yeah. I'm here. This is a big life lesson. Focusing on myself, but also trying to be friends. By the way, guys, I'm like really allergic to horses, but I'm doing okay so far. You can hear it. The Great Migration, or at least that's what I like to call it, has just started. Mr. Iceland said that we are one of the luckiest people on earth.
The Great Migration happens only twice a year, so arriving on this very exact day is super special as we get to witness the horses migrate from the winter fields to the summer fields. Mr. Iceland has a large horse farm, so this is a huge task to take on. If only my horse skills were a little bit better, I would have totally joined in to help. But getting to just be a part of it and see this happen is nothing short of amazing. We got to see the experts corral the horses, which were such great listeners, and get the job done under the gloomy sky.
That was such a special experience, getting to gallop and learn how to ride horses the right way. But after all of that practicing, we have Mr. Iceland himself in the flesh cooking his famous lamb, which he says is the best lamb in all of Iceland. We have dinner cooking up, and it's sort of set up to be like a Viking experience, which, you know, my roots are Viking. Inside, I'm so excited. I'm like screaming of happiness and excitement. And this whole dinner setup, look at it, super Viking-esque. Scowl. You have to look at each other in the eyes, by the way, or it's bad luck if you don't. So I gotta look at me in the eyes. Good morning, everybody. Look at the wake-up call we're having today. We're actually getting to meet and greet the horses. This is a really cool thing that Mr. Iceland Hotel offers. So maybe if you're a little scared or not comfortable with riding the horses, you still get to experience the horses. And the coolest thing is that my bed is right here. So not only do I get to sleep with a view of the horses, but I get to wake up to it. What's the name of this horse? Etis. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh my God, this is so fun.
Mr. Iceland gave us these really cute wool sweaters as a gift to wear. Wool sweaters are the fashion statement around here, so we finally get to ride in style.
Here we go on our adventure. Wearing our cute. Okay, it's so funny because my sweater, I'm wearing literally like 7 sweaters and layers and thermals under here because it's so cold. I look like a big puffy puffin. I would never eat the puffins, I promise you. Puffins, if you're listening to me, I would never eat you, I promise.
You look like you ate them all.
I'm seeing me in 20 years.
I still look good though. Alright, here we go. Saddling up. Oh, is this my horse? Yeah. This is my horse. Hello, Olivia.
This isn't just regular horse riding. It's a private, immersive experience where we're being taught how to spiritually and physically connect with the horses. Now, I consider myself an intermediate rider, but I'm about to take my skills to the next level and truly understand what it means to be a leader to a horse. This is honestly a dream scenario. You don't get to do this every day. I feel so blessed to have the opportunity to bond with my Icelandic horse. This experience is one of those that changes your entire trip because it's so meaningful. Being with locals like Mr. Iceland allows you to really feel the local culture and customs.
I'm still raving about it. Like, staying with Mr. Iceland has been such an incredible experience. Like, we were talking about it last night, that when you travel, there's key people that can really change the way you experience your travel, and Mr. Iceland has been that for us. He's been that key person that has just made the experience insane. Anyways, today we woke up early. We're on our way to another really amazing adventure. We're gonna be going snowmobiling through a glacier. Wow, this is honestly, I think, one of the coolest things I have ever done, and I'm so ready to get out there. But it is a bit chilly, I'm not gonna lie. You can feel the breeze. It's quite icy. We're getting suited up, but like serious suited up right now. As you can see, I look like one of those traffic cones. You won't be missing me in the snow, that's for sure.
Not even the biggest avalanche can hide you.
No.
The magic of snowmobiling through Iceland's glaciers with friends is truly unmatched. It's something I've never experienced before. I feel like I'm melting into the glacier itself, becoming one with this vast, icy wilderness. And as we're carving our way up and down the glacier's pristine slopes, we're skimming the edges of crystal clear glacier lakes. It is absolutely exhilarating to race across the glacier's powdery white and bright landscapes, and it's honestly a winter wonderland. We are going to hike up to the Skaftafell Glacier, which happened to be on top of a volcano that is believing to erupt any minute, and it's the biggest in all of Europe. The adventure begins, and I have stepped officially on a glacier, and I'm wearing ice picks on my feet for the first time ever. It is such a crazy feeling. You definitely have to be careful and really stomp into it because it's very slippery. Guys, I have literally been looking at Iceland footage on Instagram and Tumblr for years and years, and I've seen this exact cave through so many posts, and I've saved it as one of my travel manifestations for future, but I can't believe that I'm finally here. It is so cool to be able to tick off those bucket list like dreams, and this is one of them. Trekking through a glacier in Iceland, the land of fire and ice. Literally, this is an huge ice chunk, a glacier on top of a volcano, which is a super volcano. One of the cool things about this is now that we have gone from the bottom all the way to the top, well, technically we are currently in the crater of the volcano, you get to see much more ice. Ice is exposed now, you get less of this black volcano sand. And we have made it in a glacier cave that is 900 years old. This is so cool, like just touching it is insane. It's ice cold. I never in a million years thought that I would be inside of a glacier. This is insane. Welcome to Skaftafell Falls. And if you didn't know what that meant, here in Iceland, they tend to name things very simply. So it literally means forest waterfall. Skaftafell Falls. So that is what that is. This is one of the more beautiful waterfalls in the area, and it is so majestic. Listen guys, I consider myself a pretty fit person, although I go months and months sometimes without working out. Iceland is taking it out of me right now. I don't know if it's because the itinerary that we have made for ourselves, which is like every single day we have at least 3 huge activities and going to bed at like late and waking up early, but I advise you to work out before coming to Iceland because your girl is struggling. Oh my god. One of my dreams has been to just hang out and like touch a lamb. I've never played or really touched the lambs ever. We have this beautiful sunset, and let me tell you, like during the season it is so special to be having these kinds of sunsets here, and they last forever. It's not like your 15-minute window that you have back at home in North America on the southern side. It like lasts for a whole 40 minutes or longer. So we're really lucky to have this, and it's just an amazing end to the day. This is our cute little humble boat for the night, and right behind it, I don't know if you guys can see, there is the most beautiful waterfall. Like, I feel like I'm in a fairy tale. So yeah, an amazing end to the day. Gonna go get some sleep because tomorrow we've got some fun stuff planned. Alright guys, we're doing something really fun today. We're going on top of another glacier, but this time it's gonna be a little bit more adventurous because we're gonna need a pickaxe. We're going to Europe's largest glacier called, what is it called?
Skaftafell.
Skaftafell.
How do you say it? Skaftafell.
Hiking up Skaftafell was like entering into a whole other world, a majestic glacial world. Glaciers are living masses of ice, containing the history of tens of thousands of years inside their frosty layers. Years of cooling, warming, and volcanic ash creating varying textures and colors in the ice. We got to explore the labyrinth of the always changing ice formations and take in the majestic views. It was a unique experience for me as I had never tried on ice grips, and the thought of having to watch every step to make sure you didn't slide through the crevasses was also exhilarating. As you can see, we had the best time playing on the glacier. Welcome to Kja Restaurant. So we just got invited to this really amazing, timeless restaurant in front of the most beautiful waterfall, and it's really cool because the food is a fusion of Icelandic ingredients infused into a Mediterranean/Italian cuisine. And right now the room that I'm in is really cool because it's supposed to make you feel like you're at your grandma's house or your grandpa's house here in Iceland. So they basically took a bunch of the old furniture from actual grandparent homes. I really love this place because they made drinks all based on the local ingredients that they have. And so this is a rhubarb spritz. This is a brejamo, and this has also Icelandic berries and other flavors. Oh my god, that is so good. This is so tasty and delicious and fresh, and there's an explosion of flavor in my mouth.
Let's see if we can end it with a perfect meal score.
This is literally one of the best tiramisus I've ever had.
Seljalandsfoss ended up being one of my favorite stops on the trip. It was one of the most magical and beautiful waterfalls that I had ever seen that had a changing landscape with the time of day. It was also super fun to go behind the waterfall and just get to experience it.
I'm so excited! This is one of the main things I wanted to do, coming to Iceland, and we're finally doing it, and I'm so ready! Woo! Wow, how beautiful!
Here we go!
Wow!
When you look at the iceberg, you see only 10%, so 90% is underwater. And the thing is that they can break and flip any moment, so that's why we never go way too close to them.
We're currently going around the lagoon, taking a look at the glaciers. This is so cool. We have the most perfect day. She says that sometimes it can rain, it can be super wavy so the boat rocks, but we got really lucky. Look at this one over here. This is so cool. Amazing. What a cool experience, guys. This is a moment I think I've always dreamed of, just like getting to experience being right next to the icebergs. We didn't see one kraken fall today, but I can't complain. This is too beautiful. I also woke up all dressed and ready to match the iceberg, so. We made it to Diamond Beach. So this is a beach right next to Glacier Lagoon, and it's called Diamond Beach because of these diamonds behind me. This is right next to Glacier Lagoon, and what happens is the glacier cracks and the glaciers fall into the lagoon. The water current pushes it all the way here. They break off and they wash up on shore. And so you get these beautiful diamonds washed onto shore. They go from the waves onto the beach, and sometimes you get massive ones. Today we get little baby ones, but still really cool to see. We've been road tripping around now for the last few days, and my thoughts currently on our road trip are that Iceland is literally the best country in the world to road trip around because the landscape and scenery is ever constantly changing. It's just insane. Like, Iceland, you are amazing. Also, fun fact, one of the things that intrigues me so much about Iceland is that there are no predators anywhere. Like, the only animals really that you see are tons of sheep, horses. Those are the two things you see, sometimes goats. And just today, for the first time after being here for over a week, we saw reindeer. But that's it. Iceland has no other wild animals except for Arctic foxes, so it's quite interesting. There's not even any mosquitoes here. This is one of the only countries in the world that doesn't have mosquitoes. We just got off of a long road trip nearing the end, and now this is our last stop of our itinerary for Iceland, and we're ready to make a splash. Haha. We plan to come over here and swim in the canyon because you can, but I don't think we did our research right and came on a different entrance. so we just get to go ahead and gaze upon the beauty of this beautiful canyon. I have to say that this is one of the most beautiful and aesthetic canyons that I've ever seen in my life. You can see all around the lining on the edges of the canyon that there's this really interesting geometrical pattern that we keep seeing all around Iceland. And actually the church is modeled after this pattern. It's like columns and stones kind of curving about the Earth's surface and all lined up perfectly. It's so beautiful and unique, and it goes all along the canyon ridge. I honestly wish we had more time to walk along, because I think that's what everyone's doing, just having a nice stroll, perfect place for a picnic. But for now, we just get to gaze and enjoy the beauty.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was truly one of the best adventures I've ever had, and the next one is going to be just as fun. Stay tuned for Faro.